after that. Because a lot of this music, stopping the notes from ringing out is just as important as making the notes in some cases. To help me remember and play quicker this phrase, I use my first finger as a guide. Once I find my spot here now, my first finger, I go down a whole step, and then I just place my ring finger down. My first finger is my guide again. I pick up my third finger, and I just... And the end of the phrase helps become the beginning of the phrase again. When I'm doing this, you know, most people would go adding that bass note in there. A lot of Eddie Van Halen stuff, he uses just 3 notes. It's kind of what we're hearing, but he's not fingering it that way. Most likely just barring, but it's a technique. You know, my finger here is touching the 5th string, and then that's muting that 5th string out. And the way that I'm pressing over here, that's muting that out, and it's only allowing... See, that won't ring, that won't ring. As far as I know, that is a Texas style of guitar playing. They often play all 6 strings and then just mute. That one note, I'm hitting all 6. Learning to mute out the others. It's not an easy technique, but one step at a time you'll get to it in little cases like this, where you want to be muting out other strings. You can mute them out with your picking hand, you can mute them out with the other fingers on this hand, or in combination of, which I like to do myself. So I'd be muting out over here. On this song, I'm not using the 1st string for anything. Maybe 1 note later on in the solo, and even at that, I think it's literally just 1 note. So I keep my hand on this string. If you look, you can see my guitar is even worn out right there. Now, there's some other than just that wear mark over here, because I anchor my hand here to mute the top strings. Okay, when I'm picking, this is muting these strings out so that I'm not hearing them. It cuts them up, and then if I hit it, all you hear is a percussion. We're not going to hear the tone, right? So you got... Now when you're first starting, yep, I'm sliding from my C chord, right here, C to D, and then from delta, I'm adding, and now I'm only playing these 2 strings. What he's actually doing during this part is a little more complicated than what we're doing right now. This is step 1 video, right? He's doing these 3 strings instead of just the 2. He's doing all 3 strings, and instead of just hammering this on, also hammering this on. It's a little harder, especially in the beginning or intermediate guitar playing, because you must learn to avoid this string, and that's a very hard technique. Requires some stretching in the hand that you get after just playing for years. It's not something you get quickly. So no reason to not play the song now. You know, you don't have to wait till you could be like Eddie Van Halen to play the song. We just do it to our ability. So up front, you know, the first thing I'm cutting out is to teach it to people that are, you know, at an intermediate or a beginner's intermediate level. Certainly not beginner material, that's for sure. So I'm muting out, right? And one will actually find, to mimic the record more exact like Eddie Van Halen, there is this, I call a mute chop. It's percussive. So in between. In context. 3, 4. I'm Wayne Sorbelli. This is my music shop down in Key West, Florida. Bone Island Music, aka Island Guitar. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment below.